When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson.
Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Clinton. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Under fire. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Williams will pass. He's going to take a shot right away. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Here's the pressure. Look out, he's got room. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit.
And listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
No, bro.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got a man. It's Gaines. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Coming out with it.
Not a soul. Not a
that gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Going for it all. He's got it down the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Back to pass. It's Clinton. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Oh, bro, I threw it up, bro.
Set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Finds us back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're working that left side. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. He's got him. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line
trying to beat the DT. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Williams will pass. It's on target and complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Williams looking for a man. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution. Because you've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Shoots it to the left.
What?
Finds his man. It's Ross. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Okay.
And they
He got
add
his back
6
to the
more
ball.
with that trip to the house.
And okay.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the catch. It's right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an...
That doesn't make no fucking sense. I'll watch it.
Back at the 16.
I'll watch it happen.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Here's the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Williams will pass. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. BYU now into the red zone. Going to the run, it's Gaines. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Rush is on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another day.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To help out this team. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. Got his man quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Gaines. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's
turning it on. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's West. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Clinton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. They get to him as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then
breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looking for his man in the middle. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Cougar! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Floating away. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. He's trying to chase him by the defense.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams will pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Using his legs, it's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play. Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Akron. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the comeback is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. back to pass. Pressure coming. Bring in the heat.
What
Pressure
the
all
fuck?
over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Wide open, he makes the catch. To running, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Williams will pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their number. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
The sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, great separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Clinton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Clinton. Looking left. The short hands, it's Johnson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He wants to change this route. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Steps away. He's going to fire to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Yo. What you talking about, man? What you talking about, man? What? Oh hell yeah! That when you threw that pick, I was like, oh thank God! As soon as you threw the balls, I'm like, there's two niggas over there bracketing. Somebody gotta get it. He's fucking tough. He's fucking tough. I can't even sit here and lie. Oh, fuck that. You better go get that now before we play the other one. No. Yup.